as somebody who travels a lot, I am very excited when Panasonic launched this multi-shape system. In personal grooming devices, I don't think there are a lot of innovation here until this. So this is the unboxing. So now let's take a closer look at the Panasonic MultiShape. I have the shaving head attached to the base, and the base is really comfortable to hold. It's not very large. It has some kind of rubbery texture on the outside so that it feels good to the hand. There's a single power button. And one thing to note is that the charging port is proprietary, so you have to use the Panasonic charger to charge these things up. I charge it up, it got charged in about an hour. There's an LED here that goes red when it's charging. So now this charge, I'm going to show that it works by turning it on. So this is the shaver. So the way this works is there's a single button in the back that when you press down, you can interchange all these parts to it. So let's take a closer look. This is the locking button. You can see there is a little plastic tabs in these 3 square holes. So all the attachment goes in this way. The shaving head is easiest. Lines it up, it goes in with a soft click. And then this is the protective cover. And if you need to remove the blade, you can just press down here. I should have pressed down on this side. And then it comes off. So you can blow this, or you use a included brush to clean this part of it. And for the blade part, these guys comes off as well. It's just attached by friction. So if I just pop them out, as you can see, right there, you can just pop them back in. So there's not much to it. You can actually, let me put this thing back. So the connectors are asymmetric, right? The clip is on this side, and I actually find that it is a little bit hard to seat this thing, and you need to seat it this side first and then this side. So they say you can clean this wet, which means put a little bit of hand soap on this thing, turn the power on for maybe 10 seconds. It will kind of bubbles up, and then when that's done, take the head off and then rinse the whole thing in water. So that will work as well. And then you can obviously take it apart to just dry clean it using the brush. It comes with some lubrication oil, so you can, after wet cleaning it, you may want to just apply the dab of this. Again, run the shaver for a few seconds, and then dry the oil with a tissue or something. So that is the shaving head. Now let me show you the nose trimmer head. This is actually the most complicated one, if you believe it. So again, pop this thing in, right? And that works. But this thing has all these different parts to it. So if you look in the top here, it aligns to this point, which is the locking point. If you turn this thing to this water spout, then this little hole opens up. So let me try again. So close this up. Right, it's closed. And then if I turn it to the water part, this port opens up and basically lets you put water in there. So again, a little bit of soap. Use the motor to kind of get the soap ladder up, turn into the water part. You can get some running water in there and rinse this thing out, and then again remove it for drying. So to remove it, you click it all the way to the end and it comes off. So this is the base, and then this will open up as well if you just kind of twist it open. Right, and the blade is in there. Let me show you. So that is the blade. So again, we put this back in, try to get it centered. Put this back in there. This I find is the trickiest part, to get this thing seated right in the middle. And then make sure this is down tight, and then it goes back. So the nose hair trimmer, by far the most complicated. And then finally is the toothbrush head again. Pop this thing in, and off it goes. The toothbrush head comes in two parts. So the replaceable head pops off by this lock, so turn it over to open, it comes off. The base basically connects the motor to the shaft. So again, that, and lock this in, and then you have a toothbrush. So when I'm traveling, I just need to take these with me. So after using the Panasonic system for a few days, what do I think? Well, the shaver is very comfortable to hold. The foil, it's okay for a shaver this size, so it does the job. I wish there's a little bit more surface, a little bit more contouring, but this is kind of expected for something of this size. So this works at home or traveling. The nose hair trimmer works very well, not surprising, because this literally, it's exactly the same design as my regular nose hair trim, if you like. Two negative things. One, it is only when I started using this in the bathroom I realized. So we normally use these Sonic Hair toothbrushes, and we have these for years. We have changed models as they evolve, and these of course have a magnetic charging base, which is waterproof, and it makes sense. The Panasonic system doesn't. It has a physical contact base, because this, and there's a screw right there. So this obviously is good for regular devices, but in a wet bathroom, not sure that's a good idea. So I've been trying to keep this away from water, which means even if you want to rinse the tub, you got to be very careful about it. But when you are using this, and this is the one larger problem that I have with the toothbrush base, right? It is a toothbrush. It's going to get wet. Liquid is going to drip down. So this whole thing tends to get wet as I'm using it. And I'm a little bit worried about the longevity of the device. The other thing that I noticed once I actually start using it is, if you compare these two, right? The stem of the toothbrush part of this toothbrush, it's much thinner. And that makes a huge difference as you maneuver the toothbrush actually inside your mouth. So this design, I would say, is the worst part of it all. Again, it does work, so I guess get used to it, but I definitely prefer the much slimmer design of the Sonic Hair of all the other brands. So there you have it. It is still good. I'm going to take this on a trip very, very soon. The fact that I can just have that with me and basically serves all my personal care needs is a great thing. But at home, for example, while I may use the shaver and definitely the nose hair trimmer, I'm not sure I will use this toothbrush. I'm going to go back to my regular, full-size stay-at-home electric toothbrush. But there you have it, Panasonic MultiShape. It is a cool system. I hope they evolve the product a little bit more next generation. If you travel a lot like me, it is definitely still worth it.